has mass or takes up space. Basic states of matter are solid, liquid, and gas. The best form of matter is probably water because it takes up all the three states. It can take up a solid, a liquid, a gas. Properties are properties that don't vary with amount, and we can also use them to classify matter. There are several examples of characteristic properties. Solubility point, that's when no more solute can be dissolved into the solvent. And then there's density, and that's how tightly packed something is. And the formula for that is D equals mv. There's boiling or vaporization point, and that's the point where the liquid turns into a gas. There's melting or freezing point, and that's the point where a solid melts into a liquid. So, ice melting. And then there's crystallization. Crystallization is basically when a substance turns into a solid crystal form. Matter is made up of atoms. Atoms basically make up everything. And how do we know this? In 1802, a scientist named John Dalton built the first atomic model. He called it the atomic theory of matter. Dalton's theory was each type of matter is made only of one type of atom. Dalton also believed that atoms could not be created, destroyed, nor divided. Around a century later, J.J. Thomson discovered the electron. His atomic model kind of looked like this. Thomson used a vacuum tube with two metal plates, and that a beam would form between the two. The particles of the beam were electrically charged. Thomson's theory was that negatively charged electrons must be stuck throughout a positively charged area. Okay, we're going to have a little analogy. Okay, let's take this cookie for an example. Let's pretend this cookie is an atom. Think of it as the oatmeal part as the atom, the raisin part as the electrons. This cookie is brought to you from Starbucks. There was still one question that was left unanswered. What were the positive particles holding those electrons in place? In 1909, a British scientist named Ernest Rutherford he beamed positively charged alpha particles at a really thin sheet of gold. As so many particles could pass through the thin gold foil, he predicted that the gold atoms were just made of empty space. All the particles went through, but some of them did bounce off. Was his theory true? The world may never know. Oh wait, we do know! Rutherford found the nucleus. That's a pretty big deal. I gotta go now. But now you guys know about matter.